When I tell you Instagram trial reels might be one of the greatest and highest potential things right now to grow your podcast, to grow your channel, I am not underestimating that. Like, that is legitimately the way to go right now. And for the creators that aren't utilizing this, I kind of feel bad for them because we really have this one leg up by knowing this tool. So within this video, I'm gonna be telling you exactly like what trial reels are if you aren't like crazy familiar with them, and then some strategies that I have tried and that I also recommend based on posting on Impulsive or posting on my personal channel or some other different accounts that I've heard that have worked in the past with trial reels, and just share all these different strategies for you and with you, so maybe you don't have to test out as much things, but at the same time, that's what trial reels is the name of the game, is testing out and experimenting with different types of content. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So starting off with what trial reels really are. A basic way of kind of looking at it is easy way for you to experiment with your Instagram content without having to risk anything, without having to risk pissing off your initial audience. And then you're able to make sure that the audience that you are pushing it out to, which is essentially a whole new audience, can discover you in a very unique way. Basically, you are posting an Instagram reel as this thing called a trial reel, and it only goes out to non-followers, people who don't follow you. And then after that, you have the option, if you want to push it live, to your followers. We'll kind of get into the right gist of everything on like when you should post it live, if you should post it live from a trial reel. But the whole gist of trial reels is basically just understanding that it goes out to your non-followers first, and then you have the option to push it to your main followers after. One of my favorite and what I've seen most effective ways to use trial reels is actually replacing the physical hook. Let's just say you have a 30-second clip. What I'm saying is physically change the first 3 seconds of that clip, the hook of that clip, to totally something else. It could be something that was more towards the end of that 30-second clip, and then maybe you throw that towards the start, or it could just be implementing something that wasn't even inside of the clip in the first place. And the reason that this works so well, or can work so well, is it still has the same general gist of the story, but it's utilizing it in a different way. Let's just say, for example, we have on Tana Mojo on the podcast of Impulsive. The audience that we have built for the last 7 years with Impulsive Podcast has been noticing Logan. They've noticed Logan as the main guy. He is the guy that they want to see every time they come to a clip. But let's just say we started off the clip with Tana, and then it gets into Logan. We might want to test out a clip where we start off with Logan's reaction at the very, very start and then get into Tana. So making the first part of the first clip only Tana for the first 3 seconds, but then the second clip, we have the hook being Logan at the start with maybe a shocked face, and then it gets into Tana. It's just like that one subtle thing, a slightly different hook, and that's just an example of using a reaction, but you can use a totally different words and different moments of your podcast to actually work it as well.